Hey everybody, what's up? How you doing? It's been long, but finally we're back. How are you guys? Happy New Year if I haven't talked to you since we joined the new year. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome. It's short time. You know how we've been doing it last year, and yet we are back. You know how we do it. So basically, guys, today I have an amazing guest for you. As you already know, here is Harvard of interviews, guests, and all that kind of stuff. Today I have an amazing guest for you who's gonna be sharing with us her amazing 1 month weight loss journey. It's just incredible. But guys, wherever you're streaming us from, wherever you've joined us from, thanks so much for joining. And we are Geros Fitness. We are Geros Fitness. Thanks so much for coming through, guys. If you just joined, please make sure that you let me know that you're around. By participating in the live chat, I'll be giving you shout outs and all that kind of stuff. But if you're new to this channel, you want, you want really consider, giving us that sub because it's really immense to us and it makes us grow. But also remember to like this live stream as well. And also, guys, we also got a join button. So if you've just joined us, you can see a join button somewhere right there. So click on that join button, get our packs. They are super affordable. Be an exclusive member, be a special member. Every pack comes with different services that we offer to you guys. But otherwise, guys, thanks so much for joining. I'm really super excited to have you. I'm just waiting on my guest to join us in time. She's gonna be joining me anytime soon from now. Um, just keep around, keep around. She's gonna be joining me in a second. Yes, everybody, I still welcome you. If you're just joining us right now, thanks for coming through, and I appreciate you beyond measure. I appreciate you. So our guest is gonna be joining us in a minute. Make sure that you stay around. If you have questions that you want to put straight to her, put those questions straight to her, and she'll share with you how she went through all this journey. Yes. If you just joined, please make sure that you participate in the live chat so that I'm able to see you live and give you a shout out. Otherwise, guys, how is everything? How is your new year? Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're having fun. And if you have any questions, guys, about fitness, weight loss, weight gain, wellness, and all that kind of stuff, please feel free to ask me right now as I'm waiting for my guests to come through, and I'm gonna answer a question straight to your face. So, guys, any questions? If you have any questions, feel free to let me know as I wait for my guests to come through. So I'm just trying to, chat with my guest so that she can get up to speed with us, what she needs to know, how she can join us. But otherwise, guys, thanks so much for always being there for me. And you already know we got monetized. Yeah, we got monetized. And it was just because of you guys, your tremendous support has brought us up to this point. But guys, Incredible Weight Loss says that's what I'm going to be doing all this time. So in the next few months, I'll be hosting a couple of people who have had success, especially when it comes to losing weight. And if you're one of them and you want to share your story, please make sure that you get in touch with me. All my socials are just below in the description of this very live stream. So if you want to get in touch with me, please do. But also, if you're a YouTuber and you want my support as well, it's okay. You can always get in touch with me, especially I know the 4K hours, it's not a joke, right? It's really not a joke. So if you want my support because you guys supported me, feel free to just, get into my inbox on my socials and I'll be there for you. Otherwise, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for coming through and keep locked here. My guest is just coming through. Anyone in the building? Anyone in the building? Let me know. Let me know if you're in the building right now. If you're in the building, if you just reached in the building, let me know that you're here so that I can talk to you. If you are already in the building, please let me know. Let me know that you are here. Let me know that you're already here, guys. Let me know that you are already here and let's have some good time. Let's have some good time together. Come through, and feel free to share this live stream if if you're able, share it with your friends. Let them come and hear this interesting weight loss journey. But also, if you're watching after this live stream, please remember to leave that comment. Remember to like this stream as well. So as I'm still waiting for my guests to come in, guys, feel free to ask your questions. Feel free to ask me anything that you really want me to answer. Will come shortly. Oops. Let's be having some good time. Yo. If I just joining us, come through. Share this live stream, share this stream. Share right now. My guest is coming anytime. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's faking now. Yeah, she hates me now. I'm in the States, but now I don't ever want to be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone. That's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I go, let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off as friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand me though. I don't wanna be the dawn the show. Couldn't even hear everybody, what's up? My guest is joining me in a second. Yes, Chris Fitness, what's up, bro? How you doing? I see you. How have you been? How's everything, bro? How's the journey? I always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, we can fake now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground. As I'm waiting on my guests, let's just be journeying to some music. I'm a big side, I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and die. Will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Painted on the dance where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. So yeah, we're getting started in a minute. She's coming. Rogon with oh my god, that name is really hard to pronounce, but thanks for coming through, bro. How you doing, bro? How's been your day? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're streaming us from. Okay, I can see my guest is here now.
How are you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Yo, I'm good. I've never done this before.
I know you're sweating. I know you're sweating right now.
Guys, if you're watching this, I can tell you, I've not done this before. So you're going to forgive me today, okay? But it's
How's
good
your
to be
day?
here. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm cool. Sorry about the inconveniences, especially the time differences and all that. I'm sorry
You
about.
know what? It was actually crazy because you said 5 p.m. your time, and I know you guys are like an hour. It's like an hour difference, yeah. So I was
Yeah.
actually thinking we were will I say we were behind? So I was hoping for 6, and then when we chatted, man, you're like it's on. I'm like, ooh.
Understand? So, but finally we're here. So, thank God
Yeah.
that we're here. So, whoever is watching us from, this is
Hello.
Stanley. I always find it hard to pronounce your name, but I'm just trying. She's our guest today, and she's going to be sharing with us
Ooh.
her story, weight loss story, and all that. So you wanna keep, locked on this very channel. And if you're new to this channel, please a sub would be immense to us, and it makes us grow. But also make sure that you like this stream, and also make sure that you join our packs. We have a join button. If you want to be part of those exclusive special members, you want to join us by clicking on that very join button. Guys, welcome to Stanley. We are happy to have you today.
I'm happy to be with you guys today as well. If you're in the audience, you're watching us right now, big ups to you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, it's my first time, but I hope I get it right.
Yeah. So first things first. Who is Dana Stanley? Who are you?
hmm.
Mm.
Now there's
In a
there's a lot
nutshell,
of time. Yes? What did you
just
say?
in a nutshell, in just brief.
Okay, so I actually usually have issues with that question because I feel like there are different sides to it. So are you asking who am I in general or who am I in the
Yeah,
journey?
because I mean, like where you come from, where you are based,
Okay, that's
real names and all that kind of stuff.
that's simple. Okay, so I have my names are like in bulk. Get ready. So my family name is Olori Egbe. I don't know if that's pronounceable for you guys. My I have another family name which is Stanley, which is what I use as my channel name. So my names are Christiana, I am Mitana, I am Moyo Sore, I am Michelle, I am okay, so I forgot my names, but in a nutshell, just call me Tanwa Stanley. I
Um,
forgot my that's crazy.
and where do you hail from?
Okay, so I am a Nigerian, proudly Nigerian, Nigerian all the way. Eh, to my toe, I'm Nigerian. I rep my country, but currently I'm living in South Africa, Johannesburg to be precise. Yeah, and I did my schooling, everything in Nigeria. So me being in South Africa right now is just like chilling mode kind of thing.
Oh, I understand, and of course we can tell by accent that you're Nigerian. So, but that's the joke side of it.
But seriously, does my accent really give me hope?
No, that accent is typical Nigerian.
Ah, okay. I'm
Yeah,
proud of that. I love that because between
exactly,
me and you, I don't like people saying I'm South African.
exactly. So, you really sound Nigerian, and thanks for representing your country. Um,
Yes.
so, now let's come back to the business of it. That's why we are here. Um,
Mhm.
So I know you've been trying to lose weight all the way. I don't know when it started, but basically, when did you think about losing weight? And if I may ask, what did you think was the cause of your weight gain? And what did you think, or what motivated you to even think about changing your how you look, losing weight, and all that kind of stuff?
Okay, so that's a pretty no, I wouldn't say it's a difficult question, but it's a long way to go. So the thing is, when I was in, I don't know what you guys call it, but the secondary school, in my secondary school days, yeah, is it secondary school you guys call it?
Exactly, yes. High
Yeah.
school, secondary school.
Oh yeah, high school, yeah. Okay, so in my secondary school days, I was this person that I. Okay, the truth is, people really don't, especially my friends. Let me just say, 90% of my friends were guys. Yeah, I hardly relate with girls, not because of anything, but because probably maybe because I grew up with four guys, and then I kind of like just delved into their way of life. So most things I do were like play football, play b-ball, play video games and all that. And you know, when you're into things like that, there's every tendency that you have to be fit. I mean, to be able to jump around the court, to be able to play the ball and all that. So I was just the average person then. I wasn't weighty. You get what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden I kind of like went to the boarding house. Like I stopped the day school thing. I went to a boarding house. And you know, there are schools that when you get there, they like to differentiate she's a girl, she's a guy. So they like to like differentiate what people do. And my school wasn't friendly with girls playing b-ball and all that stuff. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So, and my school wasn't about girls playing people and all that stuff. So everything just made me have a drawback, and I started eating. It was more like I was trying to like get over the depression of I'm not allowed to play big ball. I'm not allowed to play football. I'm not allowed. You understand what I'm saying? So it was more like I started eating junks, started doing all of those things, and I just blew up. And
Oh,
then, yeah, you said?
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I just blew up, and then it was more like I missed those days, I missed those things. And then most times when I'm just watching movies and all that, I watch movies based on those kind of thing, and I am a big football freak. So those things just keep coming to me like I wish I wasn't this big, I wish I was still that fit, and I can actually do what I grew up doing. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, I would actually say that it wasn't really me looking up to someone that motivated me. It was me wanting to be who I was. Like I knew I was this person back then, and it felt like I was just living another person's life, just cutting back on some things, all because I'm a girl. So it was just me motivating myself that you need to just get back into the drifts because I missed those days. And another
Oh,
Yeah, and another reason was Nigeria. Back at home, I think I came to South Africa going to 2 years now. So back in Nigeria, Nigeria is not. There are areas for that, like we call them the elite areas where you have the gym, you have the pool setup and everything. You understand what I'm saying? But the area where I lived, yeah, it was an average area. I wasn't living on the island where you have those big men. You understand? Like you're from Uganda, right?
yeah.
You know, there's some places in Uganda where you have the big men, like the big portfolio guys. Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
yeah, what they are going to be exposed to there, like living large. They have the gym, the equipment, and all. So I was in a place where I was being exposed to all of those things, and then I could easily whistle out of not working out because working out wasn't friendly. So when I came to South Africa, I think the moment I knew I was going to come to South Africa, my first promise to myself was I need to get back to the gym. I need to work my ass off. I need to get back to the person that I was. That was the first thing in my mind. So I think it wasn't even up to a week I got to South Africa. I went to the nearest gym that was in my estate. There was a gym in my estate, so it was easily accessible. And then I just got myself registered and I started putting in the work. So that was basically how I started working out.
Oh, so basically, it's been 3 years of in South Africa and trying to really work out really hard.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me changing myself or changing who I was. It wasn't about me not liking something about myself. I loved everything about myself. Even when I was on the big side, I loved everything about myself. this time it wasn't about me trying to change something about myself. It was about me wanting to be fit enough to do some of those things that I actually missed doing. And you know, when you start trying to get fit and all, it's a norm that you have to lose weight in the process. Yeah, yeah. So that was just about it.
Oh, that's that's really inspiring a little bit and interesting. What I always tell people is before even a weight loss journey, you need to first appreciate who you are and love
Yeah,
where you're coming from, and and the whole journey will be simple for you where you're going. But if you hate who you are right now, I mean, you're going to be so much on pressure, and you might end up quitting the whole journey along the way.
definitely, definitely. Because by the time you start saying, "I want to get rid of this," I want to get rid of that, and that results, you're not getting it. You kind of like tend to like just piss off and just like this whole thing is not working, and then you just go back to your ways. But by the time you kind of like embrace the person you are, you're not working out for people to appreciate, because the truth is you need to appreciate yourself before others will appreciate you. So once you appreciate where you're
Exactly.
coming from, once you appreciate where you're coming from, like you said, then it's going to be so easy to make people appreciate you for who you are, for what you're doing, for where you're going, and for where you want to be. That's how I see life.
So let's look at the first time you stepped in the gym, and maybe you were agreeing about everything. You didn't know how to do certain movement and all that kind of stuff. How was it? How was that first day you first went to the gym?
Okay, so the first day I went to the gym, I actually went with my brother, because my brother is this fitness freak kind of person, and he's been in South Africa for years. So I'm basically staying with my brother. Yeah, so the first day I went to the gym, I went with him, and he practically took me through the all the routines, all the machines that I wasn't used to. He took me through all of them, and I would say I basically got my first lesson from my brother. So he kind of like just it just kind of put me through them. And then the second day, I'm this kind of person. I am so friendly. I find it easy to intercept conversations. I find it easy to get between people. I find it easy to talk to people. But it's not that when I see you, the first thing I do is talk to you. There are two people I there are two people I really relate with. One is when you're introduced to me by someone that is very close to my heart. I know definitely this person is not gonna like pull me in the wrong direction. I get close to you. And then two, I interact so much with people that are upfront. You tell me as it is. You don't say because she's my friend or because he's my friend, I need to know what to say. You understand? So I'm this kind of person that before making friends with you, I just study you for like 2, 3 days. I'm not someone who studies for like a week and then no, I just study you for like 2, 3 days. And the first thing I look out for is how upfront you are, how truthful you are with me. Yeah. So then I just got in the mix with people. And then I think the second, third day I joined the class, and it was good. And I think that same day I became friends with the coach, with the personal trainer, with I basically made friends with everyone in the class at that moment. So it was easy going to the gym. And most of them even lived in my estate. So whenever I'm going, I even get to like call them up, hey girl, what's up? Where you at? Let's go to the gym. You understand? So I built that relationship, and then everything just became so easy for me. Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. I mean, most people their first days in the gym, it's always interesting how they did a couple of movements so weird. Especially in South Africa, it might be like you could have like so many qualified fitness trainers. But in my country, we are just very few. But on top of that, in my country, the gyms are really very, very few, especially most of the gyms we have around, they are hotel gyms, not the commercial, gyms and all that stuff. But also the people who are trainers themselves. These are people where you find they've been training for some time, and maybe they have garnered some experience, and they're simply using their experience to help somebody else. But it's not
Yeah.
because they are really trained and they went to school, or they have like a typical qualification for a personal trainer. And in my country, gym is freaky expensive. Hotels,
Really?
yeah, they can go for like $10 per day, $20. So imagine if you really want to work
A
for
day?
a week. Yeah,
Wow, that's $10. Sorry, I'm just trying to like check my. That's like 36,000 Uganda shilling.
exactly. Most of them even go to 50,000 Ghanaian shillings.
Yeah, that's big.
And
That's
me, as a person who was really interested into fitness, by that time I was, after university and such kind of stuff. You don't have a stable job here, but you still wanna train. So that's when I found like another style of training, which was, calisthenics, body weight training, without giving excuses because I don't have money. I cannot, transform my body. But in my country, it's really insane because there are few gyms and they are really expensive. But we are trying, nevertheless, we are trying to transform people's lives without necessarily them
I
going.
believe you. I believe you. Okay, that's actually nice because I sometimes actually wish that I went for a personal trainer course where I get to like train people and all that. But the truth is, when I started my YouTube channel, I was seeing a lot of trainers and all that. And one thing that actually inspired me a lot was the fact that I felt I could do something different. Because I felt like trainers are already, it's a different thing to mix with people that are already there
Exactly.
than to mix with people that are going on the journey with you. So I felt like trainers are giving us these routines to do. They are training us on how to work our body and what muscles to work on, what everything. But I felt kind of special because I felt like it wasn't me training people. It wasn't me dishing out the instruction. It was me carrying people along on my journey, hoping to like motivate and inspire. And that's like the big thing for me to motivate. It makes me happy to hear that someone actually practiced. That was actually one of my workouts I did in my I think within my first 3 months of starting. But I think I've deleted that workout on my channel now because it wasn't, I just wanted to like rebrand my channel. But there was
Mm.
one work I did, and then I got like I think two different comments, and these ladies were telling me that they've been trying to work out to get rid of their postpartum fat, and it wasn't working, and they did my workout for like 2 3 weeks, and everything was. As a matter of fact, they actually took up that video and they started sharing it to their friends who were pregnant. Things like that inspire me. And then
Exactly.
I tell people that YouTube is actually not just a business. It's a way for you to like inspire others. Let someone come up and say, I did that because of what she did and I got my results. That gives me joy than saying I'm dishing out instructions for you to do and all that. So that was also a big part of my fitness journey.
Yeah, it really sounds great because at the end of the day, you found space in the whole fitness field, which can be motivation, inspiring. Of course, you leave the other part of instructing to other people, but
Yeah,
motivation is very, very key. So
yeah,
weight loss journey. Let's look at your weight in figures. Where did you start from, and where you are now?
yeah. I started big. I'm a big girl. I
I
started
know.
big. Okay, so when I came to South Africa, I think I was 118 or 119. 118 point, yeah. Let me just round it up. Like I was 119 kg. And then I just started working out and all of those. And another thing I'm proud of in my journey is the fact that I don't know if I've said it during this live stream, but I've always said it that I am not big on diet. I'm not a diet person. I'm not someone who would say I want to eat this and I want to cut back on this because I don't want to gain weight or anything. I feel like that's starving myself. I'm not someone who would do that. And besides, the way I see diet is by the time you're saying you want to go on a diet because you want to lose weight, and then let's say you're going on a diet for like you want to try like maybe a 1 month diet plan, and then you're going on that because you want to lose weight. How about after the 1 month? Is your diet sustainable enough to actually make you keep going?
Okay.
Or are you counting down days to when your diet is going to end and then you can go back into where it started from? Like that doesn't make sense. Yes.
Doesn't.
Yeah. So I wasn't a diet person. So on my own, just doing the workouts and all, up until 2 months back, I think I dropped down to one or I dropped down to 106 or something. Yeah, 106.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and that was just me doing my thing, not going on any diets, just going there and doing my thing. I dropped down to 106. And then like 2 months ago, so I've been there's this the gym I usually work at. I think there's a personal trainer guy there. His name is Sam that actually is most times when I'm doing my personal training, he's always doing classes for people. And I guess he's been watching me and all of that. So he just approached me one day and he was like, he wanted to give me free classes, just two days of just putting me through the loops. Because like I said, I'm not a trainer. Now what a trainer knows, I definitely do not know. It's just a matter of if you don't tell me, I wouldn't know. So he wanted to put me through the loops and then he was giving me correct forms and correct postures and all of that.
Yeah.
And as we were talking and getting to know each other, I found out we had this 1 month class, special class he was doing and all that. So I was like, I'm someone who never does classes or who never has time for doing personal training and all of those things. So I was like, okay, let me just try this guy out. Let's see what he has to offer. And then I said I was going to sign up for the 1 month course. Yeah. So I signed up for the 1 month course. And then the moment he started talking about diet, I was like, that's not my diet.
I know.
I'm like, no ways am I doing that. No, I'm not a diet person. So it was like, I just have to. So it was more like my personal trainer trying to give me a routine, but it was me giving him a
Being
routine.
biased.
Yeah, it was me just messing with his head because I was like, come, I'm not a diet person. You need to understand that. And then we had to come to an agreement. And I'm like, if you want to give me a diet, you're going to have to give me something that on a normal day I eat. So that at the end of my routine, at the end of my class, at the end of the 1 month, this should be something that I can easily go along with. Because even on a normal day, there are things I consume. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, yes. And then I remember I was trying to include vegetables in my diet. And I'm like, I am not a veggies fan.
Okay.
So you need to cut away the veggies. Because I know even if I force myself to take the veggies within this 1 month, once the 1 month ends, I'm not going to take it anymore. So instead of doing that, I would rather you not include it at all in my plan
Yeah.
and make it something I can work with on the long run. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
guess.
about it, and then we just came to a consensus, and then we did something about the veggies. So I would say throughout my class, I didn't really do veggies. The only veggies I did was just, I think, 2 days, just 2 days out of the whole 1 month, and I still got my results because I did the plan. It was something sustainable, and even after the class ended, I still continued with the diet because I didn't see it as a diet. You know, the problem is the moment you see something as a diet, you feel like you can easily retrace your step and go back to where you started from. But
Exactly.
the moment you see it as something that even on a normal day I eat, it's not going to be easy for you to like bounce out. You get what I'm saying? So even till now, I still eat within that. You know that. So I feel like we're good, we're fine. And within those 1 month, I lost a lot. I lost a lot because
Yeah.
I didn't believe it, but I lost a lot. I think you used my the 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I think that was what you used as a thumbnail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're watching this video, if you want to know what I lost, actually go back to the thumbnail and just compare. Now, where I wrote 1 is the first week, where I wrote 2 is the second week, I wrote 3 is the third week, and where I wrote 4 is the fourth week. So, guys, you guys can tell it just by seeing it that it really
So
works.
what do you think was really instrumental in your weight loss, especially that 1 month weight loss where you had incredible results? What was really instrumental that you would attribute this to your success?
I would say, okay, should I say it was sticking to the plan? I wouldn't say it was sticking to the plan because the truth is, I think my first and second week, yes, my first and second week, I actually stuck to the plan, to the meal plan, everything. But then my third and fourth week, I stuck to the plan as well, only that this time, it's not like I ate more, but I actually didn't eat some. You understand? So it was more like it's more like when you're going into something like this, you have to be determined. Because the truth is, there are a lot of issues that would come up, and you'd be like, let me just cheat for like a while. Let me just see what happens and all that. And then, like I said, work your way with your diet to be something that is sustainable for you, something that you can't easily weasel out of. That is another
Yeah.
thing. And then another thing I learned was you train every part of your body normally.
Okay.
Like what I'm saying is some people are so obsessed with the fact that they've got big hands and they just all want to focus on that.
Okay.
And then they leave the other parts. But I figured out that just focusing on one part, actually, I feel like it's going to make you look not really cool at the end of the day. Because imagine I've been working on my arms all along, and then I've got these really lean arms, and then I've got these big hips, and you understand. So it's more like working all the muscles of your body, just giving them a time. Another thing I know was my success was you it's not about how much time you put in, it's about what you do with the little time you have.
Yeah. That's very
now the, tr-
important.
now the truth is, throughout my 1 month, I can proudly tell you that I never spent more than 45 minutes in the gym throughout.
Wow.
I never spent more than 45 minutes. And I think maybe on 2, 3 occasions, I spent close to like an hour, 30 minutes or an hour. And that was just because I felt like I can just run and all that. And then another thing I discovered was, okay, I don't want to say this based on everyone. I'm just going to say based on myself. Now, I am not someone who likes to run, like, especially on the treadmill. Like, you
Yeah.
run at speed of 8 and then you sweat it out and all of those things. Now I tell people for the whole of the 1 month, I never did any running. All I did was walk. And I think my walking was just 30 minutes. So what I do with the treadmill is I walk on a speed of 5 and then I raise my incline to 5. Now you know what the incline is all about. It's more like you're going
Yeah,
up. So,
absolutely.
yeah, so for someone running at a speed of 8 with no incline, I'm practically doing the same thing, even if not more, because the incline alone is like you're going uphill. It's just like
And
the
and of course
stress,
tiring faster.
yeah, the stress and the muscles you have to work to like climb the mountain, to like get to the top of the mountain. That's basically what I'm doing. So, like I said, it's not about the time you put in. It's not about you going to the gym and spending 2 3 hours. It's about what you do with the 30 minutes you have. You get what I'm saying? So within that
I
30 minutes,
get it.
just try to like share your time. Okay, for 10 minutes, I want to work on my hands. For 10 minutes, I want to work on my legs. For 10 minutes, I want to work on my abs. I feel like if you get the portions right, then you're practically good to go. And actually, then you wanted to say something.
Yeah, let me shout out to a couple of people here. I'm seeing Tora Lausi, she's saying good vibes, and she said she's thanking you for representing yoga with the Tova.
All the
Always
way,
up here in people's weight loss journeys. Um,
baby.
Luwurwa Chris Fitness, she's saying hello to you, and she's saying sport cutting doesn't work at all, and that's very true. And even the scientific research backs it up.
I didn't quite get that.
She's saying that he's saying Lubulwa Chris Fitness is saying that sport cutting doesn't work. Though you are saying that how people can focus on training only the arms, training only the abs, training only
Yeah,
the hips, it doesn't work because the body physiologically, when you start losing fat, you lose fat your entire body. You will actually
yeah,
realize that you're trying to target, you're likely not to achieve results on it very fast because your body does not support to reduce fat. When you start losing fat, you lose fat, the entire body, including the spot that you target.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yes, so now let me go back to your diet because I feel it was really instrumental. So because you told me you're not a veggies person. So what entailed more of your diet? What was those food that really constituted the biggest percentage of your diet?
Okay, so the biggest thing in my diet is that I actually maintained all through. There are few. Now for my breakfast, I was having 3 eggs in a day, like all eggs.
Wow.
Of which I can also categorically tell you that before this thing, I was this person that believes that egg was fattening, eggs not good, egg this, egg that, egg that. And then I saw your video on eggs
Yeah.
LD and all that, and it
Yeah.
was just it just came in line. I'm like, so I'm on the right track. Like if Geros is saying that, I'm on the right track. So
Okay.
basically I was having 3 eggs for breakfast every morning. Now my eggs were either boiled or fried, but I think for the whole of the 1 month, I mostly did fried.
Okay.
I mostly did fried eggs. I think it was just let's just say a week, or it was just a week out of the 4 weeks that I went with boiled eggs. But for 3 weeks, I was doing fried eggs, and then I was doing black coffee as well. My black coffee with I was just all I was using in my black coffee was just sweetener. I don't know if you guys know this Canderel sweetener. That was what I was using. So just
Okay.
black coffee, egg for breakfast, and then between breakfast and lunch, I just had banana, like one whole banana, and peanut butter. Yeah, just a teaspoon of peanut butter. I think that was also sustainable for most of my diet because I'm a banana person. I love it.
Yeah.
And um, for the veggies part, um, okay, the veggies part was dinner. So for the veggies part, I think it was once throughout the whole month, just once that I had stir fried veggies. For you to know how I hate veggies, just one day out of the whole full month, I had stir fried veggies. It was okay. I also had tuna, but mostly I had veggies and egg fish. This white fish. Yeah, I had veggies and egg. That was also sustainable for me. I really can't. Then I also had rice cake. You know what? I really can't, except if you want to go into detail of my meal, because the truth is I used one meal plan for the whole of the month. So to just give a quick breakdown, it's just like I did my meal plan on 5 course.
Okay.
So like I just did my meal plan on 5 course. So for breakfast it was eggs and coffee, 3 eggs and black coffee. And then between
Perfect.
break and lunch I had banana and peanut butter. And then for lunch I had just 100 grams of roasted chicken or roasted turkey, just lean fat. And I had basmati rice. I don't know if you know that, right? Yeah, basmati rice. That was for lunch. And then between lunch and dinner, I had rice cake and peanut butter. But I can tell you that rice cake and peanut butter throughout the 4 months, I was supposed to have it, but I think I did it just one day out of all.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for dinner, I just had I either had veggies and egg fish and avo and olive oil. So that was practically my meal for the whole of the 1 month. I didn't have any
Oh my God.
changes, and
Oh my God, that was really in my opinion, I think the perfect meal plan. And of course, me coming from the scientific background and all that, the thing I was waiting in your background was to see um, how much carbohydrate were you taking? And that's where I wanted to actually inquire a little bit. But it seems actually what constituted most of your diet was protein. And
yeah,
if you watched some of my videos, I've emphasized why protein is really important when it comes to weight loss. And if you really want to lose weight, how cutting on your carbs is really, really very important. Because for us, when we look at a person, we look at a person at a hormonal level, at a DNA level. When you take in these foods, how do they affect you at a cellular level, the lowest part of your body? And if you look at carbohydrates, most of the times, the reason why we actually bulk. So if you really want to lose weight, I mean, whoever gave you that meal plan, that was the perfect meal plan. I mean, you are eating foods in the first place which are more filling. I'm sure you are able to fight your hunger because these kind of foods told me they're really so filling. These are foods that contain a lot of protein, contain a lot of fiber. So on top of providing you with fewer calories, because to lose weight at the end of the day you need to be in a caloric deficit. Um, these foods, they are healthy foods. Yes, you're losing weight, but you're also living a good life, a healthy life, which of course affects your longevity, delays your aging, and all that kind of stuff. So I think whoever gave you that perfect meal plan, you should actually go back for another one. I would just recommend that, because if you look at the people here, especially in my country, the reason we have this sharp rise in so many chronic disease conditions, diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemias, all those kind of diseases, they all stem to consuming a lot of carbohydrates on a daily basis. Like for me, a typical meal in Uganda would be matoke, I mean bananas, but not the other yellow bananas. I'm talking about the staple food here, which is not really sweet. You're talking about rice. You're talking about Irish. You're talking about sweet potatoes. You're talking about stuff like cassava. You're talking about stuff like wheat and all that kind of stuff. So these are all things that are high in carbohydrates, But on top of that, these are foods that have been over processed in the world. So most people here actually they consume a lot of carbohydrate, a lot of it. So they are already addicted to it. Of course, sugar is addictive and all that kind of stuff. And the reason they are developing all these chronic disease, diabetes, insulin resistance, and all that. So sometimes it's not actually about losing weight, body image, and all that, but we look at, are you living healthy or unhealthy? I feel that one should form the foundation. And if in your mind you choose to eat healthy, even the results, your body shape and everything, it will come so easily because you're not even obsessed about it. You're just living your life. You're eating what you're supposed to eat. Maybe you're working out, and then boom. If you wanted a six pack, you're seeing a six pack, but with concentrating on getting a six pack. If you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So I feel I don't know how we need to inspire and motivate people that the reason we get sick is because of the foods we put in. I feel it's really important for us to visit our diet. Very important, like how you are saying. However much you want to change your diet, you must change to a diet that is really sustainable. Um, you don't
That's
want to change to a diet that you're going to be on for a month or 2 months, and all you're praying for is when with this I go back.
that's
Um,
terrible.
That's very terrible. So you want to choose a sustainable diet. If you want to change your lifestyle, make sure that this is something you're willing to do for the next 50 years, next
Yeah.
60 years. These are foods that you can access on like for example, in my country, I cannot access salmon. So if I get a meal plan that tells me to eat salmon, where am I going to get it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what you get what I'm saying now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and that's where most people get it wrong, especially when they try dieting. You have people who yo diet a lot. These are the people who try to, who lose weight a lot, actually a lot of it in a very shortest possible time, only to regain the whole of it in
Yeah.
a few months. But it's quite important that most people, when you start this kind of journey, do not focus on, I mean, unless you're a celebrity, unless you're a public figure, you're in people's eyes, and you're a
Yeah.
movie actor, you want quick fixes, you want results to go and act, you want results to go and shoot a video. There's no reason why you should be on pressure to actually get there very fast, because
Yeah.
sometimes when you rush, you actually end up crashing. That's
Wow.
what happens. That's what happens all the time. So it's really important that while people are really obsessed with weight gain, belly fat, and all that, it's important to realize that you didn't gain all this stuff in just 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's actually took you years. So
Yeah.
getting all the results, it actually might take you more than that, or half the years you actually gained all that. So, like, you wouldn't say that I want to come from 120 kgs and I got 60 kgs in less than a year. That one cannot happen. It's not practical.
Yeah, not practical.
Even if we starved you for the entire 6 months, it's not really course. So it's really important for people who are watching us right now to know that quick fixes actually do not work at all.
Oh,
They
it
do
doesn't
not.
help. Yeah.
They do not work. So let's look at how you were where is some person who was really calculating these calories, or you are just preparing your food and eating your food at a go.
I don't get.
I mean, some people they are obsessed about calories. I mean, I need to know how many calories are in this here banana, how many calories are in this and in this level. So, were you someone who was recounting how many calories you are eating on a daily basis?
Okay, now I feel like this question is taking me back to what I said about not being, not, sorry. This question takes me back to the part where I said I am not a diet
And that,
person.
yeah.
Because looking at it, once you're a diet person, you're going to be obsessed with the numbers. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, okay. So I'm saying, looking at it, once you're a diet person, you're going to be obsessed with the numbers. And then I feel like your body would not calculate the food you consume based on what you ate in the morning, what you add in the afternoon. It does that, like it's a total thing. Like it encapsulates everything you had for the day. So saying you want to have this for the morning and this for the afternoon and this, and then you want to sit down and calculate all those things. The truth is, I didn't really do that. I didn't not even really do that. I didn't do it at all. I didn't count calories or anything. It was more like believing in the meal plan that was written down already. And I just made sure that I was in line with that meal plan. I wasn't really counting calories and counting fat and counting carbs and all that. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, and that's very, very important because at the end of the day, like how I've told you, if you get a perfect meal plan, you're going to realize actually your meal, all the calories are calculated. I mean, at the end of the day, I know the meal plan that I've given you puts in a caloric deficit. And
Yeah.
it's not we have to lose weight, of course, coupled with training, because even training will burn more calories and all that. So you don't have, if you really want to lose weight, make sure that you learn on someone who makes for you a perfect meal plan that blends with you very well, that fits in your routine, that has foods that are your favorite foods, that has foods that are not expensive for you, that has foods that are accessible, and trust me,
Very.
get results. But some people, for them, they want quick fixes, and they feel like, okay, I'm going to be on this diet for a month. Let me see how it goes. That one should not be your focus. Be
Yeah.
a look of a diet plan where you're able to do this for the next 1 year, and you just keep eating normally. That's the most important thing. Um, so
And
what's the next
then, sorry
after?
to cut you short. Another big part of my diet that is very, very important that I didn't talk about was water.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
I drank water. Hey, I drank water as if they were flogging me to drink water. I drank water.
First,
I,
let me talk about water. And the reason why water is important. One, water is the 70% of our body weight comes from water.
yeah,
Our blood, the biggest component of our blood is water.
it's water.
So the moment you get dehydrated, a slight kind of dehydration, first of all, it affects your gym performance, it affects your energy. If you are doing 5 reps on a certain exercise, you'll be struggling to even make two. On top of that, let's even look at weight loss of. First of all, water. For example, if you're these people who have a lot of appetite, water actually suppresses appetite. Most people do not differentiate between the difference between thirsty and hunger. Actually, sometimes someone's actually thirsty
Thirsty and you think it's hunger.
and
Yeah.
they actually start taking food when they should have actually taken a glass of water. So it's something very, very important that every time you feel like you're hungry but you're not sure, you take water and the hunger is far away. That's another thing. But also, if you look at water, every living cell of yours.
As a matter of fact, I'm about to drink water.
Yes. I mean, perfect. I mean, I did a live stream about water and talking about 7 ways how water can actually help you lose weight. You understand what I'm saying? Um, that live stream, if you can, you go on my channel and look out for it. But I actually explained how water is very, very important when it comes to weight loss. I mean, where are you going to get the energy from? You're going to get drowsy, you're going to get a headache. I mean, what affects your metabolism and affects the more, for example, I want to tell you this. If you ever drink cold water from the fridge and your body temperature is around 37, but you're taking water that is at 10 degrees or 5 degrees, your body has to boost its metabolism to actually warm that water to almost the level of your body's temperature. So it has to boost metabolism. Your metabolism has to be, I mean, it's all over the roof because it has to make sure that that water you've taken in is at the level of your normal body temperature. That's why someone actually who is on a weight loss journey, it's very important you take cold water because in one way or the other, it actually boosts your metabolism if your metabolism is actually slow. So,
Really?
yeah, it does. And there's
So,
so many, there are actually
wow.
so many.
So it's
But on,
actually take cold water.
yeah, but on top of that, look at your skin. Um, when you want to have a nice looking skin, you have to be drinking water. It affects your skin tagger. I mean, people who struggle to have that wrinkled skin and all that, it's actually one of the signs of dehydration, where you can pinch your skin and then it takes a significant amount of time to return back. That's one of the signs of dehydration that you actually need water. So water does wonderful things. You understand what I'm saying? So drink as much water as you can. But then the reason why most people say you're supposed to take around, 8 glasses of water, which is about 2 3 liters of water, is on average in 24 hours, the water that you lose one through insensible losses. I mean, insensible losses, I mean, even while we are talking right now, you're losing water. While you are breathing, you're losing water. While you are sweating on skin, you lose water. So those are sometimes the insensible losses. And of course, there's that other sensible loss through, urinating and all that kind of stuff. So on average, you actually lose about 2 3 liters of water. So that's why it's important that the least amount of water you can drink is about 2 liters per day, so that you replace the lost water. But if you can drink more than that, perfect.
My friend, I do nothing less than a 3.5 in a day.
Perfect, perfect.
but
Um,
but
and don't care about how many times you visit the washroom. No, for you just drink water.
the truth is I was never big on water. Never. Like, and then I don't have time to say you drink 8 glasses of water in a day. So I have to count the glasses of water. So you know what I just did? I just got myself this 1.5 liter bottle. And then I know automatically when I finish that it's 1.5. And then I just make sure that within 24 hours I just drink up to like three or even four bottles of that. And that's just awesome. And I understand where people come from when they say it's not easy to drink water because, like I said, I'm not big on water because it is so tasteless, and I'm so used to, just licking off my mouth, especially when I'm taking these things and all. And I was doing this mixture before of apple cider vinegar and lemon just to give the water a little bit of taste and all that. But when I started the 1 month program, the my trainer actually gave me a very very perfect, like a picture perfect thing I could do to actually make my water taste better. And I'm sorry I don't have that stuff here with me anymore, but I think I included it in my video, the updates video and all that. This water in answer.
Okay.
That is, have you ever tried it before?
Not really. I don't know. The water we have here, it's a little bit, especially the quality of it. It's really tastes good. I mean, I don't have any problem taking my water the way it is.
Oh, okay. So no, I'm just saying this for people who don't like taking water like me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so I just put drops of it, and you just want to keep taking it because of the taste it gives. This very so it made it easy for me. And then I also noticed that most times when we're doing rounds of exercise, so for example, we have this particular exercise we want to do, and then we have 3 sets. Probably I want to do like bend over row, and then I've got 3 sets. After the first set, he's always going to tell me to go and drink water or to drink water, and I'm like, I'm not big on water, like, but it's like you need to take it. You can't say no. So it was not like during this 1 month program, I started doing some things that I normally didn't take cognizance of before, like taking rest after every exercise. So, for example, I have like a 30 seconds exercise now. I take my rest. It's important. It was one that made me know how important it was. So after every exercise, you don't say you finish this and then you still have energy and you go into that, you still have energy. No, it's important to take your rest. And it's important to always take water after every exercise. Those are the two big things that I also learned from it, and I've been using them and it's been awesome.
So as we wind up, how did you? Because I know there are so many factors that affect weight loss, including maybe stress, lack of sleep, and a lot of other stuff. How did you handle the other things outside diet and training?
You would have to like break it down, because the truth is I there was nothing that was stopping me from doing anything. So you would have to like break it down, like just give me an example of what you mean.
I mean, for example, some people they have trouble getting quality and quantity of the sleep they're supposed to. Some people they have stressors. For example, you could be a mom, you could be maybe you have a busy schedule, work, and all that kind of stuff. How did other factors affect your weight loss journey?
Actually, I can't really say much about that, because during this period it's the lockdown period and most people are at home. So things were really easy, because you there wasn't busy days of I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to meet up with targets, I have to do this. It was basically just me being in the house, and just going out to the gym was actually what took me out of the comfort of the house. So there wasn't really any factor, because I'm not in a position to answer that actually, because number one, I am not working at the moment and I don't have those responsibilities. So I am
Yeah.
not really in a position to talk about it like someone that is actually in that position. So yeah, that's just it.
Oh, perfect. Someone had actually had joined us. She's called Carol Morgans. Thanks for joining us, Morgan.
Thank you, Morgan.
And so these are like your parting shots. What next? You finish the other program. So what next for you, especially when it comes to continue with your weight loss journey?
I'm going hard. No stopping, no excuses. I'll keep going. Like I think last year when I started, I had this goal was that at the end of 2020, I wanted to be on 80 kg. And then this lockdown thing happened, and the world went into this crazy frenzy, and we were all staying home. There was no working out and everything, so that goal wasn't feasible for me. But now, by the end of this year, I want to go. I want to be on 70. That means more work. I have to keep going, no excuses. And that's why I'm sure you've seen it. My last workout was actually done in my room.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I did so.
It's very likely our gyms are going to be locked again. They are not locked for now, but I am preparing myself for the fact that they can lock up at any time. So I want to do my workouts just in the confines of my room. And my next workout is going to come out tomorrow. It's another cracker. I won't give you the full gist, but I'm sure you'll be
I
surprised.
can't wait. I can't
where
wait.
where the location of this workout is actually going to be. I'm sure you'd be surprised, but it's another cracker. So my workout, I just want to base my workouts now on the fact that you can make little space out of no space. There's nothing like I don't have enough space. Come on, this is what I'm. If I can work with this space, then I'm sorry. There's practically no excuse. And if my workout comes out tomorrow and I can actually work with that and do what I did in that video, then come on, there's no excuse. So you
And
just
and,
have to.
and that's the gospel we are preaching right now, that you can work out from everywhere. I mean, it's just you underground with minimal equipment or no equipment at all. But I think otherwise, I think we let's end this. I'm just looking forward to hosting you again, maybe at the end of 2020, to see where you'll be at the
Yes.
effort you have put in. I just can't wait, to see you at the end of this year. I'm hosting you again. But otherwise, for honoring my invite. I mean, it's been time overdue. We should have had like this very conversation long time. But at the end of the day, we made it finally. And
Yeah.
thanks for having a good heart, rallying all these people around the world, bringing them together, knowing each other, connecting, and all that is the way to go. And thanks for that. That good heart. I commend you for that. But otherwise, to our viewers right now, I thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Thanks so much for watching. I don't take your time for granted. And for the people who are going to watch the replay, or who are going to watch this live, please remember to like the live stream. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to join my membership and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, guys, see you in my next live stream with another amazing guest. And peace, mad love.